proud of you.
Okay, we're going to kick off Spirit Night, the finale, or Spirit Week, the finale. And tonight we're just going to go over all the tips for ending your month strong. There's still, like 9, 10, 11, about like 3.5 hours, something like that. And a lot can happen in 3.5 hours, you guys. If you have faith, if you're praying over your business, and if you're doing all of the things and have been doing all of the things, a lot can happen. So I'm going to start off with letting Terry share some things. And Shara, while I get everybody documented for the giveaway, and then I will give y'all what I have to go over with you.
Okay, well, honestly, what I'm gonna share, because I don't have anything written down, I don't have notes, I've had a very like crazy long day, but being that it is the last day of the month, you just have to decide that you're gonna go after it. I mean, really, truly decide, like, what do you need? What are you gonna do? Brainstorm. Like, honestly, I remember, I will never forget, there was this one time I was at a quinceañera with my daughter. It's like a party, you know, literally was there at 10, put up a gummy post at like 10:30 and signed up 6 customers by 11:30. I think Terry, you remember that, right? I was like, boom, boom, boom. Anything is possible. Okay. Like, you just don't know. It's just going to come together. You just have to decide, like, okay, God, I need this. You know how bad I want this. I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to do the follow-ups. I'm willing to go do that. And the worst thing that you could do to yourself is not do the follow-ups and not do that and then be like, oh, I totally let that slip out of my hands. I've been there. Okay. I've been there. That's why I'm saying that. But you just make the decision and do the work until midnight. And honestly, like, we're business owners. This is our own business. It's our own online business. So you got to take ownership of, this is my business. This is what I need. And I'm closing out the books at midnight, or honestly, a lot of us close it out at 1 a.m. Like, we're like, okay, closed out the month. And now we're prepping for the new month, new charts, new builder bonus sheets. Like, we try to do that sometimes. It just totally depends on whatever you want to do. But how you're ending the month, and you'll hear this a lot, how you end the month is how you start your new month. Mm-hmm. So, like, take a quick little, like, okay, this is what I did this month that really gave me results, that really helped me out. And this is what I could do better next month. Like, real quick, don't beat yourself up, but just reevaluate yourself. Like, you know how, like, at jobs, you get performance, like, evals, where they're like, okay, how'd you do, blah, blah. Do the same thing for yourself. Be like, okay, this is what I did good. This is what I didn't do so well. But I will tell you one thing, phone calls is what's helped me so much. Like, I literally was on the phone for 40 minutes with this potential customer, got her order through the phone. I was just like, you know what? You just got to be willing. Do it afraid if you need to. But you know, that list of potentials, like, if you really want to go all in, I'm going to get you guys out of your comfort zone. Like, the list of potentials you guys have, if you really want to go all in, call them through Messenger, each and every one of them. Be like, hey, I have you down for wanting to get the free cleanse ordered. Are we still getting it ordered for you today? It's the last day. I didn't want you to miss out. And if they don't order, like, if they don't answer your phone call, send them a voice message. Hey, I was just calling you because today's the last day. I didn't want you to miss out. Are we still getting your order in? Like, are you willing? Are you willing to do it? You know? And if you're not, then you can't. It's like, I put up a post saying, don't complain about the results you're not getting from the work you didn't put in. You know, we can't complain if we're not putting in the work. But that's what I had to share. It's month end. Honestly, I just want to get to work. I love y'all. We love this, you know, Spirit Week Zoom. But I'm like, let's get to work. Let's get these follow-ups going. But Shara, go ahead. You can go next.
Okay. I'll be quick too, because I know that Becca's got a lot to say. So she's taking notes today. So here's the thing. You guys, like I said last night, I work a full-time day job. So I was up early this morning, and it was so funny because Terry and I put through our first shift or whatever was done right about the same time. And it was pretty exciting because that's like, it takes a lot to do that. But I just told the girls today, I am tired. I am tired. I have been sitting here for the last 5 nights. Like, seriously, have barely seen my husband. I don't know if my youngest son's on his way home from 2.5 hours away or not. So I could have utter chaos here in the next hour. I just don't know. But what I did do is at lunch, I followed up with the deals. If you go to your eSuite, go under deals, you're going to see all of the BOGO, all of the trios that are 30% off, all the buy one, get one. If you've had anybody ever talk to you about a shake or the smoothie, I should say, message them about the BOGO. You guys, it might be 30 or 31 volume, but that doesn't matter. Just they're going to get a free cleanse. You're doing it for their benefit. I did that with my customer today. I sent her a link. She commented on the post that we did yesterday that Jamie Marie had us post, and she upsold to the 2 bags of smoothie mix. Okay. And so I got her in at lunch. I saw that pop up. I was so excited, and I can share my conversation at some point if you want, but also I got off work. I sat in my car for 30 minutes in the parking lot of my work, and I sent out messages because I didn't get to do much today during the work day, right? Because we were so busy. And then tonight, you guys, within a matter of probably hour and a half or so, I sent 34 voice messages and went back to my text. So when you seriously are like, have I done enough? I know I could still do more. That's nothing compared to what some of these girls have done. But that's what I'm doing when I'm working a full-time job too. So you can do it. I'm not going to stop until I get these last 2 customers in, because so many people have my information. It's just a matter of staying on top of them, sending them a last minute message here and there that says, like Terry said, hey, did you get the code to work? I don't want it to run out. Same thing with the, what do I want to call it? The, oh my gosh, all the BOGO stuff. Like I've been saying, you know, I don't want it to run out on you. I want to make sure you get that if you're wanting it, because as while supplies last, we never know. The cleanse, it could be done. We don't know. So anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to say is just push yourself, and then we'll start, you know, tomorrow's a new day. I can't wait to collapse at midnight. I'm not going to lie. I cannot wait to collapse. And I also have 4 more new girls to train. I have new people joining in July, and I'm just excited, you guys. It's just, we're right now at the half year mark. What do you want to do by Christmas time? What do you want to do by 2024? I am so excited. I don't know about you. So I don't think I have anything else right now. Becca might spark something in me to say something else, but we'll go with Becca now.
Yes, I love it. Thank you guys. Got everybody entered. If y'all see anybody new, please drop them in the chat so I don't forget. If somebody could just drop Priscilla's name, because I need to give her another entry for popping in. So I don't forget. Priscilla, you can even drop your name and I'll go back and check in a minute. So okay, I'm gonna dive into what I have to go over. So first, I just want to remind you that tomorrow starts over. We're gonna be starting July. Okay, we're gonna be in the 7th month. We are in the middle. That'll be the middle of the 2nd quarter of the year, you guys, the middle. So we need to evaluate ourselves. How many people right now are feeling defeated? Right now in this very moment, how many people are feeling defeated? Raise your hands or drop a 1. If you're feeling defeated and that clock strikes midnight and you don't hit your goals, you need to right then, I want you to, if you're in bed, fine, do it in the morning, but you need to reevaluate right then, because you do not want this quarter to go by and then we're in winter time. We're in, you know, the season where everybody's getting their harvest and you're still stuck. So you need to ask yourself a couple questions, and you can write these down. Ask yourself, what did I do last quarter? What did you do last quarter? What did you do in June? We could start there. What did you do in June? Did it really work? Were you sending out 20 messages? Did you really get responses from those 20 messages? How many host to posts did you get up? How many responses did you get on this host to post? Because I'm just going to say it. I heard it said on a Zoom today that Samantha Bauer's team was doing. They said that they don't even count it as getting a host to post up if it doesn't get comments. So if somebody posts for them and that post gets 0 comments, it does them no good. They're obviously going to enter them into the giveaway, but it doesn't count as one of their 10. They want posts that get comments. So they will continue getting post up until they start getting some traction. And then those are the ones that they count towards their 10 for the day. And I loved that, because if it's not getting you a response, then it wasn't good work put in. You know, like, you need to do more. If you're sending out 20 messages, then friend, maybe in July, let's send out 50. Let's try to revamp. If you're only getting up 5 host to post and you're like, I feel like I'm failing. Well, then, girlfriend, maybe you need to be getting up 10 to 15, especially if those host posts aren't even getting up aren't even getting comments because they done you zero good. Okay. Maybe change up what you're having them post and be consistent. We've got to stop doing this like back and forth thing with host to post because it's throwing off your momentum. You can't have this girl post about coffee and then the next one about gummies and the next one about TFX. Find a product. Don't be this is gonna sound bad. This is gonna tell you a lot about Becca's past. I was about to say don't be a homie hopper, but let's not be a product hopper, okay? Let's not. Let's find a product and stick to it with host to post. And then make sure that you're posting about it on your page too. So find the products. That goes back to finding the products that you love, being a product of the product. Finding a system that's getting your customers great results. If you're not somebody that's wanting to lose weight, well, then find that system that you see that your customers are getting good results with, and that's what you promote because that's the package that you have the most faith in. Okay, so the next question is, did the systems I use work for me? Did it work for you? Did you even have a system, or were you just flying by the seat of your pants? Why did my brain tell me you're fixing to say homie hopper? I'm dying. I don't know. Anyways, it was like the first thing that came to my head. And I was like, okay, we're gonna say it. We're gonna roll with it. But anyways, do you even have a system, or do you just throw it in? And it's fine to go in the nooks and crannies of your day. When you're working, that's great, but you need some type of a system. So that means if you're going on break and you're just setting at break, and you're like, okay, what can I do for these 30 minutes that I'm on break? No, have a system. I go on break, then my mind would automatically say, I'm gonna go message 50 messages for host to post, and then I'm gonna get my story up and I'll post up. Do I still have time? Okay, do I still have time? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna respond to comments the rest of the time and catch up on messages. You need to have a system so that you know that whenever your booty hits the seat, or whenever you have a minute to work, you know what your next thing is. So you need a system that says, this is my first task, second task, third task, fourth task, type of thing. And then put it in those nooks and crannies or in that work block that you have set for your day. So do you have a system? And if you don't, you need to get one. And did your system even work if you do have one? Because if you have a system and it's not working, then it's time to reevaluate that system. It's time to add to or take away from that system. There's a time right now in my business, I used to do B-Day messages all the time, but I would find that getting up first thing in the morning and getting so caught up in those birthday messages was taking time away from other tasks. And I'm not saying that's not important, but I would find that I would get so caught up in doing like birthday messages, interacting, adding friends, all of the like lower income producing activities that I would put off the more higher income producing activities. So I would put off messaging and put off follow-ups and put off getting my host to post up. And so I had to reevaluate my so-called system because I knew that I needed to get that stuff done first. And then if I got the other stuff done later in the day in my other work block, great. Bonus points, brownie points. But I know that I needed to reevaluate. So is that the season that you're in? The other thing is, what can you do on July 1st, regardless of adversity, to shift your business? Ask yourself that. What is one thing, just one thing that you could do starting July 1st to shift your business? Could you add in an extra hour? Could you wake up early? I know some of you were automatically like, my days are full. There's no extra hour. Can you wake up earlier? Can I call you out, Joni? If I was going to give Joni any tip, just because I've been working with her very one-on-one this past week, like more one-on-one than normal, I would say my tip for Joni, that would be her one shift in July, is to have, because right now she gets on with me on Zoom this week at 6 o'clock, and we work at least 30 minutes to an hour. So I would say that's been good for Joni. I've seen a big flip in Joni's work and like just her confidence in herself. I think that would be a good idea for Joni, maybe just for the month of July, maybe just the first 2 weeks, to be able to have that one-on-one time. And so if that's you and you feel like you would benefit from having more one-on-one time, one-on-one Zooms with your leader, reach out to us. We do not mind. I will take time out of my day if it helps you guys, you know? And I know that your leaders are the same way. We provide so many coaching calls. We provide so many. I know that I provide especially like the power hour from 6 to 8, y'all can get on there with us. Terry's usually on there. We would love to work with you guys. So what is it that you can dedicate to yourself regardless of your adversity or regardless of what's going on in your life? Because we know July's coming. It's going to be snowball effect into school time. Okay. People's kids are going to be going back to school. Right now, people are out there blowing money like they ain't no tomorrow because it's summer. Everybody's going vacation mode. Okay. Everybody's hot girl summer mode. Okay. Right now, they're blowing money like crazy. But guess what's coming? By the end of July, everybody's going to be getting back into school mode. And they're going to be like, oh, crap. I blew all this money on beach vacation. Now little Johnny can't get school clothes. What am I going to do? Oh, snap. I blew all this money. What? And they're going to be looking for a way to make an extra income. So that strings me into my next point, is to make sure that in July, yes, little Johnny, baby, poor little Johnny. Anyway, so that puts me into my next point, is to make sure that you are being loud in July. Y'all, if you were a little peepity peep, like we being real quiet, randomly chirping up, talking about our business maybe once, twice a week, we need to be loud in July. Okay. Loud, because people are going to be coming in towards the end of July, and you're going to see people like looking for a way to make an extra income because little Johnny needs school clothes. This one's wanting to homeschool her kids and needs to find out a way to be able to make the money to do that. That's me. Hi. And then you're going to find all of these other obstacles that people are going to start facing with a new season of life coming into transition right there at the end of July. And so that's why it's going to be so important that we are being loud, not only about our business, because we're going to have a lot of team members coming in, but also about your products, because you don't want to let that fall by the wayside. So making sure that you're being loud, and then finding something that you can switch to make that loudness and that boldness happen. Okay, the next thing is, are you loving on your team? So if you have even one distributor enrolled under you and you feel like your month has sucked, I want to ask you, have you loved on your team? Have you messaged your team to check on them? See how they're doing with customers? If they're not answering your messages, have you picked up the phone and called them? If my girls don't answer me, I'm like, hello. Okay, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call. Do y'all? Yeah, exactly. Do y'all feel loved? Okay. I see some of my girls on. Y'all better feel loved. No. Oh, Madison, you don't live too far down the road, girl. You're going to feel the love. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so make sure that you're loving on your team. If you have even one distributor under you, remember that becomes a trickle effect. And so if you're giving them energy and you're loving on them and you're offering one-on-one time, you have one person under you, you're a leader. And I can promise you it would make you feel, I'm going to say about 200% better about yourself if you were showing your team love and got them excited, and then you had somebody to lock arms with and run with this business with. And if you don't have that yet, then go find it. And as soon as they come in, make sure that you're loving on them. You can't be too much to somebody if they really want help. Like if they really want help, they're going to love the fact that you care enough to check in. Terry loves me from afar. Yes. Anyway, I love you too from afar. Anyway, but yes. Anyway, so make sure that you're loving on your team, because it'll be a trickle effect, and you are going to reap what you sow, and it'll make your team, your month go so much better in July. And the other thing is to stop worrying about people's wallets. In July, we're letting it go. Stop, for the love of all things good and holy, worrying about people's wallets. Do not, what do I mean by that? I mean, stop looking at people's profile pictures and saying they can't afford it. Stop letting people say, well, how cheap is it? And then you give them the cheapest package because you think that you know what's in their wallet. You don't know. Give them pricing options. Okay. Some of y'all might not be doing that, but I know.
Can I step in real quick? Okay. So I've said this before, but it's been a while. People will buy from you when they feel like they need it. Mm-hmm. So you have to connect that emotion to like, okay, you want to lose 60 pounds. This is what's going to help you lose 60 pounds consistently. So they will purchase, because how many of us like see something like, honestly, like if a Scentsy girl comes and she's like, oh, I have all these wax bars, I have a Scentsy warmer, but I don't need it. Like, I'm like, oh, well, you know, but if she's like, girl, look, this is my last Star Wars set and it comes with like this cute little baby Yoda thing. I literally bought baby Yoda little cuddly things for my kids, like 3 of them. I would be like, okay, like, sure, my husband likes it. I guess it kind of connects more of a whatever, but it's just an example. It might be dumb. But people will purchase or join you when they feel that, like, okay, this is going to fix my finances, or this is going to help me lose weight or feel more confident as a mom or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, they will purchase from you if they feel like they need it. If they don't feel like they need it, they're going to feel like they're just spending their money. So I think we need to make that mental shift of like, no, girl, you told me you wanted to lose weight for your, I don't know, daughter's vacation thing you guys are going on September. So are we going to get you started? Because I want to help you see results and look bomb in that bikini or whatever. Like, you get it? Like that connection. I feel like that's missing sometimes when you're just following up.
Yeah, be personal with your customers and know what their goals is. That's why I always ask, like, how much are you looking to lose? And usually whenever I ask that question, they tell me I'm looking to lose this much and it's because blah, blah, blah. And so then I can cater that a little bit better. Well, are you caffeine sensitive? Like, I literally was just talking to a girl earlier and honestly, I could have had to sell because I had asked her the question. She just answered them straightforward. Wasn't really open to giving a storyline. Well, I give her pricing and she goes, honestly, and before I ever give her pricing, she told me she wanted something cheap. But I was like, no, ain't none of my cheap to her. Okay, people have different opinions of cheap. Okay, there's some people out there that like cheap is $5 below. Okay, the store, and then there's other people that are like, we gonna need to go to the Dollar Tree. And then there's other people that are like, we're Walmart buying. And then there's other people that are going to go drop money on a Louis Vuitton because those are the cheap bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's version of cheap is the same thing. So anyway, she told me she wanted something cheap. And I was like, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and give her, you know, the pricing options thing. So I sent it to her and she come back and told me that she said, well, how much do you think I can lose? Can I hit my goal in this amount of time? And I told her, you know, the clinical study showed 30 pounds in 90 days. Blah, 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 with dieting and exercise. And then she comes back and tells me, I'm basically bed bound. Like, I'm in a wheelchair. There's no way for me to get that exercise in except in physical therapy. So I had to revamp and send her a different system. She was ready to purchase. But there again, you don't want to let your customers purchase something. That's why it's so important to get the backstory and to know that they are more than just a price tag because they're trusting you. So I just told her, I said, you know what, let's pause that. Actually, this package is going to work better for you since you can't be active. And I don't want you to get, bummed by something that's not going to work without the active lifestyle. So I had to revamp and tell her about something different. So, and that's a little bit more out of her price range, and that's okay because she'll be ready next month. So just knowing that you don't need to look into their wallet is none of your business. We are not their banker. We don't need to, determine where their money's going to go. Offer the packages. That's awesome. Yes.
Really quick. Sorry, Becca, that PM that I just enrolled, the one that I told you guys, like, she has poor immunity, and I was like, oh, like, you need the greens because they're going to boost your immunity. You're getting sick all the time. You can't have that. I told her about the price. It was a $50 one. And she's like, do you have anything that's a little less than that? And I was like, honestly, no, this is going to be the best deal for you right now because it's a 30-day supply for only $50 and it's normally a 15-day supply for $50. So this is going to be what's going to help you right now. And she's like, okay, let me do them. Let me do both. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, don't be afraid. And honestly, like, if you have someone on the fence about purchasing a pack, at least lock them in with one product. Be like, you know what? I don't want you to miss out on the cleanse. So let's order your gummies first. And then in 2 weeks, when you get paid, make a mental note, make a little note. I'm going to check in with you so we can order the rest of the products. Like, we need to get better at doing that too. Okay. Done.
Yeah. The main point to all of this though, is just first of all, don't be worried about that. Your job as a distributor is to help match them up with the best thing for them. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do going into July is get to know your customers and stop dehumanizing them. We've got to stop doing that. They are humans. They're coming to us with the expectancy that we are going to help them. So we need to make sure that we're doing that. And making sure that we're patching them up with what's going to get them the best results, not just what they can quote unquote afford, because people afford things that they can't afford all the time. And so if they're serious about their health and wellness and they're serious about their weight loss, they will invest in it. They will.
Can I jump in real quick, Becca?
No, yes. I used to sew vacuum cleaners, you guys, before this with Hyla, and they were $3,000 vacuum cleaners. And when I tell you people will invest in stuff that is the stupidest things, they will invest, okay? I sold a lot of $3,000 vacuums.
That's great. But the thing is, too, if you don't have your own results, get your own results. And you know what? The other key is what they're saying, too, is make people realize that they need what you have. They want what you have. They need what you have, because I'm having another coffee at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night again. But you guys, I just made a reel. I did another. I mean, if you watch some of these other girls that I know, we all know, Jill and Jamie and some of these other ones that have had really good results, and Ashley Mayfield's had good results, and Sam Bowers, because they've had their own results and then they're sharing those, and you have to share those. You can't just, and I'm not saying anybody is, but you know, you don't want to just slap up a picture of a product and be like, you want this? Here you go. No, talk about it. How does it make you feel? Why do I want it? And then, like she said, along with, and you're probably going to touch on this, but know your customers, but then, and I'm just as guilty, following up with them. So I've utilized my planner so much more in June than I have in a long time. And I'm actually very proud of that, because I want these people to stay. And the way I'm wording it for my customers, I'll just tell you kind of what I'm doing now. Because I don't like auto ship. I don't like the 3-month, the plan. I just don't like how it's worded. So when I'm voice messaging them, I'm like, you have a couple options. You can do a 1 month, a 30-day trial and pay the $19.95 subscription for the whole year. Or what most of my people are doing is they're getting on my 12-week program. After 12 weeks, then you have the option to decide if you want to stay on a product, if you love it as much as I do, or if you want to stop and order just when you want to, and I'll waive that subscription fee for you. 12-week program to me sounds like something I'm going to go down and I'm going to join the gym and they're going to get me on a 12-week program, or you know what I mean? Like, it just sounds a little bit better than me than let's get you 3 months of orders because that's the quota. I don't like that. So it's all in your wording, but I think it just helps, but also following up with them and just knowing that telling them they can change it every month. So I'm probably going off topic, but I've got so many conversations going on and that just came to my head.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just going back to being yourself. So okay, off of customers and on to the next thing. And I know some people, this is a touchy thing, but y'all know me, I'm all for the touchy things, whatever. So that is to take a Sabbath. Take a stinking Sabbath in July. Okay, if y'all take one thing away from the Zoom tonight, it is that in July, we are going to what? We are going to take a Sabbath. Okay. That means you're going to take 1 day off, you guys. It is biblical. Okay. Biblical. You should always take a Sabbath. This business is not designed to work 365 days a year. No job should be worked 365 days a year. Okay. If your job, like your 9 to 5, told you had to work 7 days a week, would you quit because you didn't get a day off? Yes. So why are you, as your own boss, not giving yourself a day off? That is wild. That is wild, friends. So make sure that you're giving yourself a day off. We all need time to just fill our cups, but to also allow God to fill our cups. He has to be able to go to work, and he goes to work on those off days. I promise you, he goes to work on the off days. So you have to take time to recharge and then let him recharge your life. That is the purpose of a Sabbath, you guys. That is the purpose. Okay. So make sure that you're taking your day off. Mine is Saturdays. I like to take Saturdays off and just spend it with my kids and my family. But you can do any day that you want to. Like Terry said, she does Saturday evening, Sunday evening. So as long as it's a 24-hour period, it doesn't matter, but please make sure that you're loving on yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and you're taking that Sabbath day. The other thing is to keep talking about your story. Please, like I was saying earlier, be annoying this month in July. I want y'all to talk about yourself so much that you feel like you're getting on people's nerves, because that's when you know you're doing a good job. Round of applause. stay consistent. I would have never signed up with my enroller if I would have seen her post back to back. I literally seen one post, was like, oops, she's a scammer. Never mind. Scrolling down a little bit, seen another post and was like, this is annoying. I'm going to delete her. But I decided to message her instead. So had she not posted back to back, I would have never joined this business. I've had people that have joined me because they've seen my posts back to back. I don't know why I got away from that, but I literally used to post about the business opportunity every single day, like every single day on my page, not just in my stories, but on my page. So get back to that. Make sure that you're being so stinking obsessively annoying about your business, because it takes people like, I don't even remember whatever. Anyways, they done like a survey on it to see how many times it takes people to see advertisement before they join. And if y'all remember those numbers, feel free to jump in. But it takes people many times before they actually commit to something. So you want to keep it in front of them. Keep it in front of their eyes. The other thing is to document how you feel about the week and reflect on it at the end of every single week. My days to do this is Sundays. Sundays is my content planning day. So going forward into July, I'm going to make sure that, you know, not only am I doing my content planning, but I'm reflecting on my week. Okay. So, and you can do this every day if you want to. I heard that tip today too on one of Stan Bauer's Zoom. Do it daily if you feel like it'll be beneficial to you, but just reflect on how did your day go or how did your week go? What is one thing that happened that week, or if you're doing it daily that day, that you are proud of? If you have nothing that you're proud of for yourself in your business that day that you done, then tomorrow's a new day and let's start fresh. Or next week, let's make up for that. I know for myself, I like to shoot for a 4-in-1 every week. That's my goal every week, is a 4-in-1. I don't always hit it, you guys. I don't. But I'm going to start doing this reflection thing because it'll be my own little kick in the rump. It's kind of like whenever you're taking inventory on yourself as a business owner at the end of every week or at the end of every night. So just reflecting and figuring out how can we make tomorrow a better day. Once again, it goes back to the work. If I've done X amount of work today and I didn't see the results I wanted, then tomorrow I'm going to bump that number. So just making sure that you're holding yourself accountable. And then just knowing that at the end of the day, whether or not you're working is on you. So this month, I'm going to give y'all a pass. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a pass, like a halfway pass. So if you don't hit your goals, we're just going to say that. I'm praying over everyone that they do. But if you don't hit your goals by midnight tonight, I'm going to give you a little bit of a pass. But in July, if you do not hit your goals after everything that's been poured into you, all of the tips, literally, we are going to rally around you guys in July, every single one of y'all. And so with y'all having everything poured into you and having us rally around you, if you do not hit your goal at the end of July, I want you to know that that is on you. It is up to you whether you promote or not. It is up to you whether or not you have whatever going on in your business. 4-in-1's getting done. Success, or that's not it anymore. I got to quit saying that. What are those called now? Not success bonuses, builder bonuses. Whether you complete a builder bonus or not. And every single one of you have what it takes to get a builder bonus. And good news, those of you that have completed a 4-in-1, I don't know if y'all realize this, but if you complete a 4-in-1 tonight, you only need to do 2 next month instead of 3, and you'll have a builder bonus because it rolls over as long as you complete the full 4-in-1 tonight. So shoot for that. Shoot for your 4-in-1 tonight to get it done. And so anyways, other thing is staying in your uplines inbox. If you are serious about your promotion, if you are serious about giving yourself a pay raise, I'm giving you permission right now to stay in your uplines inbox. I'm talking every day. Don't let them be the one to come to you. As an upline, I will tell you, the girls that reach out to me, they're the ones that get my attention the most, unless they're brand new. That's a totally different story. But if they've been in the business for a little while and they reach out to me and they're like, hey, I need help with this. Hey, I would love this. I would love that. They get a lot of attention because they're showing me, they show you that they care about their business. They take it serious and they're hungry. They truly want it. And so that's why whenever I'm looking at the beginning of the month, I'm like, who stayed plugged in with me? I know this girl wants it, this girl wants it, and this girl wants it. So guess who I'm going to help? At the end of the day, they're going to get most of my help because yes, look at Jody. She's like, it's me. She stayed plugged in with me, literally. Madison, she stayed plugged in with me. And I have a couple others, but the point is you want to be, whenever your upline is thinking, okay, promotions, who do I think is going to hit it? Where could I move to? They are like, oh, she messaged me today and I know she's really pushing. Let me go there. Like you want to stay at the forefront of their inbox. So I'm giving you full permission right now to message them. Yay, Terry G. And if you don't have an upline in this business anymore, because I know there's a couple, people on and that are in our chat that don't have an upline anymore, know that if you need help, we're all here. Post in the chat, private message us. Okay. We are all here if you have questions or whatever, because we are one team, one mission. And I don't ever want anybody to feel like they're alone. But if you do have an upline, stay in her inbox. I'm telling you, the best thing to do. And the last tip is to know that I couldn't even read my own handwriting. Did y'all notice that, Paul? Anyways, know that the solution to your own problems is going to be recruitment. Okay. If your paychecks are struggling, recruitment, customers. If you feel like you're struggling to get your business hyped up and everybody's quitting left and right, solution to that problem, recruitment. Get more distributors. You are going to find Jody Warlow, I just forgot the words again. Maybe you can remind me. I just said it to you the other day. You're going to find what is it in your numbers? I always say it now, I can't remember. Anyway,
the quality and not the quantity.
Yes, quality and quantity. There is quantity in your quality. That's what I was going to say. So yes, just know that the more that you enroll, the more that you're going to find your quality. So anyways, anybody else have anything that they want to add that they feel like would be good to know going into a new month? Maybe a takeaway that they've had from this month, something you're going to change and make different?
So I have a confession, and you guys may have noticed, I have not posted a reel or a TikTok in a minute. Okay, I've been like deep dived into post to post and follow up and my system on Messenger, but I feel like I had to have that down before I like start adding more things, just because I was kind of going all over the place. And maybe it's just time management. I don't know, but I'm still seeing results. So I'm like, okay, good. Like something's happening. But so like Becca was saying, don't be afraid to blow up our phones. I feel like, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like we're like, oh, like I got this. I'm very independent. I got this. But you still feel like, I know for me, I kind of feel like an abandoned child, because like if I had an upline, I'd probably be like, girl, okay, I got this enrollment. Where do I place them? And some of you do that. I'm so thankful. But it's like, use your enroller, use your upline. We want to see you win. We literally will guide you. We will guide you. We'll be like, okay, you're going to benefit from that here. You're going to do this here. Like, don't be afraid. Like Becca said, don't be afraid to be in our inbox all the time, to ask questions, to call us up. Honestly, like call us up, even if you're having like a hard day. And I'm not saying we will not sympathize with you and be like, hey girl, like, no, some things are just hard. Okay. And you're not alone. Like, we're literally here to pull each other and like rally together. And we will not let you sulk in your own pity for a long time either. Okay. Because regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is going on in life, your bills still have to get paid. And as your enrollers, we are here to, your sponsors, your coaches, we're here to make sure that you're doing that. Still getting your bills paid while life is going on, because they're not going to stop, regardless if you work a 9 to 5 or not. So I'm so excited. I feel like the whole reevaluating what we've done that's given us results, what we haven't done, because there's got to be something missing. Let me just say this. If you haven't gotten a 4-in-1 this month, okay, Red Terry coming out. If you haven't gotten a 4-in-1 this month, it is because some of you are like, okay, well, I've been trying to do all the things. Okay, but have you done all the things consistently for a couple months? Some of you are trying to like reap all your seed this month that you barely planted this month. Sometimes, yeah, I'm like, she's coming out like Red Panda, like, poof. No, but sometimes it's like, if you were truly doing all the things, like if you haven't gotten a 4-in-1, I can guarantee you haven't done these things. Okay. I'm going to mention some things. You haven't messaged your story viewers. You haven't messaged all your likes and comments on your posts, even if they're not It Works post. You haven't posted a reel or TikTok. You haven't offered the business to everybody who's posted for you. You haven't sent out enough messages, let's be honest, like, or found a way to get in contact with more people. Because some of you are like, I'm running out of my network. Well, go put up a TikTok about a reel or whatever about the host to post, and you will get complete strangers in your inbox asking for an entry. Add them to Facebook, have them host a post for you, and there you go. You got a completely new person, okay? Or go work your Instagram. Stop using it as an excuse that you don't know how to work Instagram, and go and do it. Make time. Like literally, like it's just that. You will find a way to enroll all the customers and distributors to at least complete a 4-in-1 for the month if you're all in. Not if you're half in, half out. Like it's gonna be harder for you. And also, don't be afraid to call people. Shoot, I'm just preaching to like call people, because honestly, I've noticed such a difference in the connection I make with these people. Like this lady who I just signed up literally talked to me about her mother-in-law, who used to be her mother-in-law, but still treats her like a mother. Like, I don't know. It's just like a different connection, okay? So, but I'm excited, you guys. It's gonna be a great month going in. Sorry for like the drive-by shooting in the background. It's my husband. He's playing Call of Duty, but I'm gonna mute myself.
I was like, whoa, legit. Hold up. Okay, anyways, so all right, without further ado, I'm gonna do our giveaway real quick. There's so many people. Took me forever. Y'all see this little spinny thing? Can y'all see? Good. Okay. Let's roll. Rosa, get out of town, girl.
You guys, oh my gosh, that's what I was gonna do, but I was trying not to be rude and interrupt, but here I go. You guys, shout out to Rosa. She literally just hit her first promotion. She hit executive, and it's literally like a shortstop to Ruby. We're still pushing for it this month. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Girl, so proud of you. Yay!
Yay!
Give mommy a high five. Give mommy a high five for me. And so
Maybe if Rosa would share some tips for what is working for you. Host a post. What are you doing? Follow-ups. What's your game?
Hi, I've been doing more host a post and a lot more follow-ups, and like sending voice messages too instead of just a text. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I love that. So I have a question. What was your shift? What shifted this month to make you go claim it?
Being more consistent, sticking to things that I can do every day, that I know I can complete every day, and just being consistent. But coming July, I'm just gonna go all in,
Yes, I love that. How long have you been in the business? How long have you been in the business, Rosa?
I will be making a year tomorrow. 1 year.
A year tomorrow.
Awesome.
So, I just want you guys to hear that if you've been in for a while and you still haven't done it, it's possible. Okay. It just takes a shift in mindset. I love that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to watch you climb to Ruby and beyond, girl.
Hey, you know what? I want to say something real quick. I don't know if everybody on here knows who Ashley Mayfield is, but she is just phenomenal. And I've been following a lot of stuff with her, and she's been very loud, you guys. And for some of you that don't know, some of her team, I don't know if her team necessarily left or what happened, but she was just kind of going through. She's been very open about some things she's been going through. But she just had a post on the other day that as of where they were at as a team last June, they have doubled. They've already doubled it this year. Like, and if you watch her post and you watch how she is with her, things are different. And I just think that, like with this whole BOGO thing, with all this last day of the month, like I've always loved our corporate team and we've always been taken care of. But I think right now we have something so special, because never have they had, you can get this free cleanse on top of this, and this. Like, I love that. I just think you have to really take advantage of that. Be loud about it. Because I haven't even told any of my people that the BOGO and the trios are good until July 5th. It's like now. It's now. I'm not lying. I just haven't told them, because the cleanse ends today. That one ends today. But so I'm just excited.
Yes, creating that urgency. So, all right. Does anybody else have anything to add? Because I don't want to hold you guys. I know there's so many of you wanting to lock in promotions tonight, so we have a lot of time that we need to go work. So, all right. I'm going to turn this recording off.